The Welshpool Llanfair Railway opened in 1903, and unlike other Welsh narrow gauge lines that conveyed slate or non-metalliferous ores, its purpose was to help improve the economic status of the area. The 2'6" or 762mm gauge line ran for about 8 miles from Welshpool and the Camden Railway in a westerly direction through agricultural land as far as the small town of Llanfair Railkway. When the line finally closed to freight in 1956, the section from Welshpool Station to Welshpool Raven Square was lifted. On this visit, 2 locomotives were in steam. Here, the Earl, one of the original pair of 060 tanks built by Bayer Peacock in 1902, is seen arriving at Raven Square. A main road runs parallel to the railway and is the source of the background noise. There is an unusual feature in the cabs of both the Bayer Peacock locos. The reversing lever is on the opposite side of the cab from the regulator. It's thought that the engines were built as left-hand drive engines, but when the Great Western took over in 1923, they changed them to right-hand drive. But it is not possible to move the reversing lever. This has to be operated by the fireman under the direction of the driver. The original locomotives, both of which still exist, were designed specifically for the steep gradients on the line. They have very short boilers, and the steam dome is placed as far back as possible to avoid water from spilling into the cylinders. Notice the complete lack of smoke from the chimney. The locomotive was testing a new form of manufactured coal, which the driver said was very good.
Right, you have to talk to you. Find the way.
The other locomotive in use, Zillertal, was using Polish coal and produced a far smokier exhaust. We now begin a journey along the line from Raven Square westwards to the end of the line at Llanfair Railkway. Almost immediately the line begins to climb the formidable Golva bank, 1 mile of 1 in 29, or 3.4%. There are frequent unguarded road crossings along the route, and the local crew have to observe stringent speed limits at these crossings. The first station to be reached is Sylvain. Very few passengers leave or join the train here. Descending towards Sylvain, we get the first view of the second engine at work on the line, a loco on hire from the Zillertalbahn in Austria. Sylvain was once an important loading point for milk produced from a nearby farm. The coming of the railway in 1903 allowed a huge increase in agricultural output from the area. The next station is Castell Caerhenion. Trains can pass here when necessary. Zillertal is an 062 tank, built in 1900 as one of the first locomotives for the Zillertalbahn line, and has been on hire to the Welshpool Llanfair since 2019. Its design is very different from the Bear Peacock locomotives. It is a long boiler locomotive with a dome at the front of the boiler, making it far less suitable for use on a line with steep and changeable gradients. It needs very different driving and firing techniques from the Bear Peacock locomotives. The engine wasn't steaming too well on this trip and needed extra time at stations to raise steam pressure. The steam escaping from the locomotive is from the steam generator and not from the safety valves which are mounted on the dome. The Welshpool Llanfair Railway uses the Grondana coupling. It's the only railway in the UK to use it. The couplers have been taken from the rolling stock of the now closed Sierra Leone Government Railway. The advantages of the coupling are that staff don't need to stand between rolling stock to uncouple carriages. It's therefore much safer than other types of coupling. The large springs also transmit stretching and bumping between carriages, giving passengers a more comfortable ride. The final crossing place is at the station of Cyfronydd.